Hello YouTubers, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rick. If you're just tuning in or if this is your first time, my channel is designed for leveling guides, general gameplay, and all around having fun playing video games. What we're going to go ahead and do, I'm going to make a quick little video of showing you what the day-to-days are inside your garrison with the new Warlords of Draenor drop. So let's get started. You'll notice with the new Warlords, the loading screens do take a little bit longer, but I do like the artwork that they have in here. Very nice, very well thought out. Generally, your garrison will start off. You'll be a level 1 garrison, so it's real small. So if this is your first time seeing a garrison, you're actually going to see the completed product. I have a level 3 garrison. And we're just going to go through some of the things that go along with your garrison. Loading up does take a little bit for everything to load up 100%. I can see some of my stuff looks a little bare around here. But you can do every day. You can actually come back to your garrison cache. It updates every few minutes. But in here, looks like I got a daily I can go do. Here's your main command center. This is your castle. You're actually a general once you hit level 3. Here's where you can choose for dailies. There's two different choices you can make every day. Some of them will both be PvE, and some of them may be PvP, or in the one will take a group of people, or another will take just you can do it just by yourself, which I generally quest on my own most of the time, unless my wife is questing with me. But even then, still doing the group quest is a little bit harder. Here's your command table. This will allow you to actually address missions that you have for followers, which you gain followers by doing quests in the area, completing certain achievements in the game. As you see, I've got one mission completed here, which I only had a 47% chance of winning, and look at that, I got it. Oh, look at that, follower to 100. All right. On here, these are the types of quests you can do. These little things right here are like these rare missions. They have certain drops that you can get. As you can see, here's one that gives me a 615 gear for my loot specialization, which I'm not too worried about that because my gear I think is already a 630. Let's take a look. Chest piece, 613. So it would be a slight upgrade to me. And it's a level 100, but it takes 10 hours to do, and as you can see, it takes 3 followers, and there's 6 different things on here. One, he's a primal, and each one has anywhere from 2 to 3 excess achievements on here, so I'd have to choose my followers carefully. So to get rid of minion swarm, deadly minions, I'd put her on. Also, I'd put her on as well. And the only thing I have to worry about would be Massive Strike, but I'm not too worried about that because I have a level 100 Cleric here. I used Kimsey because of the fact that she is an epic buddy, or an epic follower, and she has what's called Epic Mount. That reduces the mission time by 50%. So instead of this being a 10-hour quest, it'll actually turn out to be only a 5-hour quest. Even though I have a 37% chance of winning, I'm at least negating 3 of the actual damage outputs on here, so it actually makes it a little bit easier for me to win. Worst case scenario, I don't get the robe, which I'm not too worried about because it's only 2 points higher than what I already have. But worst case scenario, I only get the 1500 XP, which will be great for Kimsey because she only needs 504 to get to 99, 540, and also Rengari only needs 2274, so I'll be right there close to leveling her to 99 once this quest starts. And it costs me 15 garrison supplies to do these certain missions, unless I'm doing missions that actually give me garrison supplies, like these ones right here. They won't cost me any. So level 94. Do I have anybody close to that? Nope. The only person I have is a 97. And to ensure victory at 100%, This will take 45 minutes to do. I'll earn 38 garrison supplies. And on here, Bruma is also, she has what's called minions. She has Fan of Knives, which counteracts minion swarms, so it makes this a 100% chance of winning as well. Go ahead and do that. And now with these rares here, once you have a level 100 follower, they attain what's called an eye level, which is similar to the eye level you have. When you open these, you can get the epic follower weapons, epic follower armors, and you place them on the follower you want to increase their eye level. Some of it says it'll increase their item level by 3, by 2, by 4, by 6. Anything like that helps out with the eye level and helps them overcome a lot of the excess battles, because the higher their eye level is, the better they can take on stronger enemies. But let's go ahead and take off from this for now. Here's your architect table. This will allow you to build all different types of buildings. As you can see, I can already upgrade my storehouse if I want. But I have to have 100 garrison supplies, which I only have 89. But I do have some stuff done from my my daily work orders that I could probably get the garrison supplies from. You do get 3 small plots. You get 3 small plots, 2 medium plots, which will be your barracks, your lumber mill. Let's see. Yeah, you'll get a your inn if you should choose it, because you automatically get your barracks right away. Once you get off your level 1, you can upgrade it to any type of. You can upgrade it to level 2, which at level 2 it allows the follower with a bodyguard trait to accompany you as a guardian in danger zones. So you can actually have somebody who can heal as a bodyguard, heal you throughout the missions, or go with you and help produce damage, making questing solo a little bit easier. You have to complete a quest to unlock your menagerie when you're at level 100 with a level 3 town hall. The lumber mill I chose because of the fact that you actually can cut down trees and harvest for garrison supplies. And when you harvest them, the work orders take about 4 hours unless you have somebody who can work there, which I do, which cuts it down to about 3.5 or 3 hours per. I do also have the stables because it allows me to interact with things outdoors without ever having to dismount. So I can mine, I can herb, I can do whatever my professions require me to do while mounted without ever having to come out. On this one, when I get it to level 3, I actually increase my running speed by 20% inside of Draenor. So since there is no flying in Draenor, it makes it a bit more hassle-free to be able to run a little bit faster than everyone else. On here I have my salvage yard, which allows me to occasionally recover salvage from missions, which I can go to the salvage yard and pick up any of the excess salvage that's there. But let's go ahead and run our dailies inside of the garrison, which our first daily will be to pick up our work order over at the lumber mill. Right here, which you occasionally get Apexis crystals. These Apexis crystals you actually get at a level 100 quest called the Power of Draenor, or Draenor's Power, or something like that. And you have to collect 4,900 or almost 5,000 Apexis crystals. It's part of a legacy quest that also works with this quest, Core of Iron and Core of Flame. I already finished one of the cores, so I can't remember which one it is. And here, this is just a pet quest. I don't do pet battles. It's kind of not my thing. A lot of RP, a lot of role players and stuff like that. That might be their kind of thing, but for me, it's really not. The inn I do because daily I can pick up quests, and like the bloody bandana I can get as a reward, which I can sell for 10 gold. The only thing he wants me to do is run run daily quests in dungeons. Everything. So that's cold steel is what it's called. And it says find an iron autocannon in the Grimrail Depot, which is the dungeon. And then this one right here has a quest for me, which will give me a companion. All I have to do is collect a silver-lined arrow from the Shadow Moon Burial Grounds, which that, of course, as well is a dungeon, which is what you get with the inn. You get random dungeon quests every day. But let's see, more work orders. I have a work order pickup for my blacksmith. So I picked that up. That was 6 true iron ingots, true steel, which you need right around 100 true steel in order to create any piece of gear. In which I've already created my true steel boots, but I have true steel boots at the deft because it gives you a random enchantment. So it actually gave me plus multi-strike and haste. I really kind of didn't need the whole multi-strike and haste. I would have been better off with a bonus armor, which I'm surprised they didn't go based off of class. But each piece takes about 100 plus an extra region. So my wife is a leather worker, so she skinned me the raw beast hides, so I was able to get those, no problem. Sumptuous fur, you get to pick those up anywhere off of dead animals. So killing creatures out in the world, you get those all the time. But the gear here is for plate armor is all 640. It's also the same for all your main gear styles as well. So if you do have a rogue or anybody else or a druid, they're all going to be the same. You are going to pick up you will pick up a 640 gear, but it's going to take 100 pieces of whatever your skill requires. So leatherworking will take burnished leather. Cloth will take I can't remember the name of the 640 cloth that it takes. But part of your garrison here is you do get a herb garden at level 94 or 95. I can't remember. Once you get to 94, it'll give you a quest to do, and you can do it. And from that point, you can pick up herbs, which I pick up these just for my my priest class, because of the fact that my priest, she has inscription, and she needs to mill the plants to make the inks, and that really comes in handy, being able to pick up from multiple tunes and then just mail them to her whenever I need them. And then also I get work orders as well from these Draenic seeds, which I'll show you here in just a second how to do those. When you get the work orders, you'll come to this gentleman right here. His name is Ollie. You talk to him and you just start work orders. You can hold up to 12 work orders on this. Everything, give him all the seeds you have. Everything until you can't put any more work orders in. And then roughly it'll take about 4 hours per. So you can see on the herb garden, 3 hours and 59 minutes ready for only one work order. So since I put in, let's see, how many did I put in? Put in 8. Let's see, 4 is 16. So 32 hours and I can pick up all my shipments. Alright, next we're going to go into here. I have mining, so I can actually turn in Draenic stone for work orders, which I'm going to go ahead and complete that because I have a bunch of them still saved up in my bag. I'm working on collecting as many Draenic stone as I can because I need 750 in order to get the level 3 blueprint, so I can upgrade my mine to level 3. And the best part about the mine being at level 3 is that I'll actually have a crew of people that can process the nodes for me and also prevent me from having to do battle inside the mines. There'll be people to actually do the battles for me, because usually sometimes when you actually mine these nodes, little Gorgons show up, and they're these little annoying creatures that come out to attack you because you're mining. I guess maybe they might be their cousin or something. Everything, I have no idea. But we'll keep this going, running down through here. As you can see, I put on my preserved mining pick and also my miner's coffee. The preserved mining pick actually allows for faster mining in the garrison mines. It lasts 10 minutes. And also my run speed is increased by 20% inside the garrison mine. So I move a little bit faster, allows me to get my daily done a little bit quicker. Um, and then also, you don't have to be in the 600s to actually get the nodes itself. The garrison, while you're inside your garrison, you're already notated as a level 700 miner. When you have the skill, you could be mining level 1, and even mining this, you'll get the full true iron ore and the dranic stones. But if you were to go outside your gate and mine, you'll actually only receive fractions of them. You'll receive. It's called. Let's see if I have them in my bag. I don't. They're actually called like rubble or true iron. Yeah, like true iron nuggets and stuff like that. And you can combine 10 of those to make one true iron ore. Kind of like taking your primal spirits and combining them in, and your sky shards, stuff like that. That's what that does, and you won't gain any experience mining doing that. Here's a little Gorin guy that I was talking about. Let's go ahead and dispatch him quickly. I think he does give me iron ore, which you can see he gave me 9 right here. Collect these carts as well, because sometimes they have artifact pieces in them, and if you are into archaeology, it does work out for you. You can turn those in and get yourself experience if you're still leveling, or and sometimes you get some cool rewards out of archaeology, or at the very least make some decent money. Which money making in here is actually very easy. Questing alone and doing the dungeon, you earn quite a bit of money. And all the drops and stuff, doing a lot of the rares around here is going to drop gear you're not going to need anyways, or not even going to use because it's not even class specific to you. Some of it's going for 30 gold a piece, so the sale on them are actually pretty decent. Oh, look at that, there's another Linterfall Gorin. Attacking one of my miners. Alright. So let's see. Let's clean up my bags here. I have 2 things I can sell that I don't need. Alright. You can also do fishing quests in here, so let's go ahead and address that here. You can do fishing quests, which fishing is free to do. You don't have to buy a fishing pole if you don't want to. Fishing poles just allow you to add increment baits, like allows you to put on like something that increases your fishing by a +10 or +20. But I find no use for it. Like these, the bright baubles and the shiny baubles. You're going to gain level anyways, whether it's trash you're farming, whether it's trash you're picking up, or whatever. You're still going to get it. But here's a daily here, which is the Blind Lake Sturgeon. And you can click that. He'll give you a +1 fishing point skill when you get 10 Blind Lake Sturgeon eggs, which you need 20 of the small Blind Lake sturgeons in order to actually farm them. In order to farm them into eggs. Here's a cook that can give you some food for when you're traveling around and solo questing. Let me show you some of the things. I actually have fish in my pond now. When you first start, you can only get debris, which really sucks, because the fact that you're trying to level and do the daily, but inside your own garrison, you can only get trash, and it's no fun. So as you can see, I just caught a fish. So I just want to give you guys a quick show on that one. Let's go ahead and finish that. I'll work on that daily later. This is just to show you guys the normal day-to-day in a garrison. When you hit level 3, you automatically get this tower here. And this tower is actually pretty okay for you because of the fact that at the top, this is the Tower of War. Because at the top, there's a portal that takes you straight to Ashran. So you no longer ever have to fly there. You can actually just take the portal there. And if you want to go back to Stormwind, you can actually just take the portal to Ashran and then follow that up with a portal to Stormwind. And then you're back to Azeroth. Well, present day Azeroth. So, Other than that, there's not much here else, unless you've built different things than what I've built. But the herb garden, the mine, and the fishing area is always going to be there. No matter what, once you start leveling it up, they'll start to unlock. I use a storehouse here, so I can store all my regions. Makes it a little easier, so I don't have to go to places. So I can click store all regions. And all the stuff that I've picked up today are all going to be there. I can clean up my bags from that point, and then close that. Once this is at a level 2, I can actually access my guild bank from here as well. My blacksmithing, I have a person who works here for me. Her name is Rylan, or Rolkin. She can actually grant me a blessing. When she grants me this blessing, it works for 4 hours. So over time, if I start taking damage, when I have this blessing on, an actual molten creature will pop up and help me attack any enemies that come about. I use the salvage yard to hopefully sometimes find gear for my followers for when they're level 100s. And the barracks, you automatically get the barracks as well. And these little shop keeps and stuff like that will usually be around here. You get more and more over time, but the shop keeps are generally all just here. And I'm going to go ahead and head back up here. I'm going to log out. Thank you for attending this video. If you enjoyed what you saw, please click the like, and also leave your comments down below. Let me know what I can work on, or let me know what you want to take a look at next. If you like my channel, please subscribe down below. But it's been great showing you guys what I can offer, what the Garrison offers you here on WoW, and let me show it to you. All right. Later.